Greetings, fellow captains. I am Dasha Parova, and today I would like to share some details of Update 0.4.0. The new version of World of Warships unveils some prototype camouflage technologies, allow activation of some new capabilities, now called Consumables, and bring changes to the system of commander skills, as well as many small but pleasant improvements. Let's begin with Consumables. It's not a secret that timely usage of Consumables can determine the outcome of an engagement or even a whole battle. In Update 0.4.0, we considerably improved this part of the game. First, every ship will have up to 4 slots, and the player will be able to choose what consumables to install in them. Second, each type of consumable will have an upgraded version. They will have a shorter cooldown time, but players will have to buy them in order to enjoy the advantage. So far, only cruisers can boast a vast range of consumables, but we will definitely keep developing the feature. The role of catapult-launched Renaissance aircraft will change in Update 0.4.0. They will be divided into 2 types, spotting aircraft and fighters. The availability of one or other aircraft type will be set up separately for each ship. Of course, on its own, a single catapult-launched fighter aircraft will be unable to cause serious damage to a squadron of bombers or torpedo bombers, but it does have a good chance of making the airstrike less accurate. Besides extending the effective firing range, the spotting aircraft will enable players to take a better look at remote targets. Cruisers will also get a new consumable called Hydroacoustic Search, which increases the detection range of enemy torpedoes and ships. Destroyers, in turn, will be able to use engine boost, increasing the maximum speed and the acceleration rate. The update will introduce camouflage to the game. The role of camouflage in real life was not only to reduce the ship's detectability, but also to complicate the enemy's ability to observe the ship and determine its size, course, and speed. In other words, make it a hard-to-hit target. For this reason, in World of Warships, a camouflage ship will get a bonus to its concealment properties in a battle, and the enemies firing at it will have slightly reduced accuracy. In Update 0.4.0, we reviewed the system of commander skills. We removed or changed some of them and added a lot of new ones. The unpopular aerial reconnaissance skill will become history. Smokescreen, defensive fire, and repair work will be replaced by a single universal level 3 skill, Superintendent. The highly popular situation awareness skill will be moved from the 3rd to the 1st level. The dogfight skill will become a level cheaper, while fire prevention will depreciate by 3 levels at once. On the other hand, the high alert skill will rise to the 3rd level. Of course, we went further than just some rearrangements. Besides Superintendent, 7 new skills will be added to the game. We hope that they will be useful to players and increase the variability and diversity of the skill tree. Let's take a closer look at them. Expert Loader reduces the time required for the primary armament to switch from high explosive to armor-piercing shells and vice versa when all guns are already loaded. Expert Rear Gunner. Attack aircraft now deal slightly more damage to fighters than engage them. Incoming Fire Alert. Turns on the alert indicator when an enemy primary armament has fired a shot at you from a long range. Last Stand. When the engine room and steering gear receive critical damage, the ship loses performance, but continues to move and maneuver. Preventative Maintenance reduces the risk of critical damage to all main modules. Last Chance decreases reload time of all armament and squadrons when few combat capability points are left. A new map, named Two Brothers, will also be added to the game. The map contains a group of islands inspired by the northwestern coastal waters of the United Kingdom. The location's distinctive element is its 2 very similar islands, divided by a strait. The map will be available for Tiers 7 through 10 in 2 modes, Standard Battle and Domination. Several premium ships will be added to the game client for limited testing. The most interesting of them is Mikasa, a battleship that took part in the legendary Battle of Tsushima in the Russo-Japanese War. In World of Warships, Mikasa will become the first battleship available at Tier 2. Her key advantages are the relatively powerful HE shells of the primary armament, thick armor, high accuracy of the primary armament, and favorable matchmaking. For many low-tier ships, an encounter with this battleship, armed with a repair party consumable, may be a surprise that proves fatal. Cruiser Katuri will undergo a revision, as its strength was still somewhat debatable for a Tier 1 ship in the Japanese tech tree. She will be replaced by Hasidate, a gunboat with versatile artillery. Some notable changes will be made in the modules of Japanese battleships. Kongo, Fuso, Nagato, and Amagi will receive new starting hulls. At the same time, Miyogi will receive a more sophisticated hull design featuring the traditional Japanese pagoda as an updated gunfire control system, which increases the range of fire. There's good news for enthusiasts of U.S. warships. Midway will become the Tier 10 ship in the U.S. aircraft carrier branch. The carrier's impressive capacity, top-notch anti-craft armament, and McDonnell F-2H Banshee fighter jets will certainly leave an impression on commanders of enemy carriers. The first version of the long-awaited Notification Center will appear in port. This feature will store reports of battles and operations on an account within one session. And there's another piece of good news for those who like getting a lot of information. The ability to see more data on a player by holding Alt can now be reconfigured to show it by default. Update 0.4.0 will introduce another long-awaited feature, compliments and reports. Right in the middle of the battle, you will be able to thank another user for good play or timely help, as well as report swearing or inappropriate behavior. The motion sounds of ships and planes were fully revised. Apart from that, the sound engine will be optimized to minimize its influence on game performance. That's all for today. My name is Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates. Until next time, Captains.